Okay, I'm an adjunct professor in the department and research leader for the USDA-ARS Soil and Water Management Unit that's housed within this department. You had to guess that's a rather old picture of me from the early 90s working on a research project north of Fairbanks with one of my graduate students on the permafrost problem. I've aged a little bit in the interim. This is a more recent photograph. I don't have any formal teaching assignment, but I am on grad faculty in 3 different programs. I currently have one student, Michelle Dobratz, who's a master's student in applied plant science, but I'm serving on advisory committees in all 3 programs right now. I've had a number of graduate students over the years. As part of my job, I supervise the entire research unit, which is 5 faculty level scientists, currently 7 technicians, and a number of postdocs, visiting scientists, grads, and undergrad students. Also, I'm the location coordinator, so I supervise an admin staff of 3 permanent people who handle all the purchasing and personnel paperwork for both our unit and the plant science research unit, the cereal disease lab, and the ARS unit out in Morris. Background, born and grew up in Central Ohio, got my bachelor's degree at Ohio State University in soil and crop sciences. Worked for a number of years in lumber business before I decided to go back to graduate school at Texas A&M University, where I got my master's and PhD in environmental biophysics, working with Case Van Babel. It kind of encompassed soil physics, micrometeorology, and soil and plant water relations. And when I graduated in 1987, I came here to join the ARS unit and the department. I've been here ever since. One of the common threads throughout my career has been interest in instrumentation. This is a STEM gauge that I developed in graduate school for measuring transpiration or sap flow in herbaceous plants like cotton and corn. That design, and we published on that, was subsequently adopted by Dynamax. They've been selling these for many years for measuring transpiration. Shortly after I got here, I started working with a relatively new soil moisture measurement called time domain reflectometry. At the time was a manual measurement. We figured out how to automate it and multiplex it and solve waveforms for water content within the data logger. That software was ultimately picked up and incorporated in the TDR100 that Camel Scientific has since sold. Worked quite a bit over the years with trace gas measurements, with gas exchange in the atmosphere, and developed a method called conditional sampling for measuring fluxes of gases for which there are no fast response sensors. Worked with colleagues at the University of Wisconsin to develop continuously calibrated infrared thermometer for high accuracy surface temperature measurements. And more recently worked with Tim Griffiths on developing a mixing ratio generator for automatic field calibration of infrared gas analyzers. Current interests, I've been working for the last 10 years really on the development of perennial living mulch systems. These are systems where we establish a perennial cover of a legume called Kira clover. It gives us a thick continuous mat that we can strip till into and plant row crops into, and we get really excellent erosion protection from it and reduction in leaching as well. Also been working for the last dozen years or so with Tim. We maintain a couple of flux measurement systems down at Rosemount that are part of the Ameriflux system. They've become Ameriflux core sites, and we provide those data to researchers throughout the world for use in modeling and validating global climate models, among others. More recently, those data have also been used in conjunction with the flux measurements that Tim set up from the Tall Tower, the 89.3 radio tower down at Rosemount, and linking those measurements with measurements from the Orbiting Carbon Observatory of sun-induced fluorescence that can be used to estimate the regional scale photosynthesis, gross primary productivity, and we've been providing the ground-based data for that, and Jeff Wood, a postdoc working with us, developed the algorithms for extending that to measurements of the whole Corn Belt. And then most recently, I I've been working on developing a method using electrodialysis for separating nitrate from water. And also been working with Mike on an interesting project that I don't have time to tell you about, so maybe. Next one.